What was I looking for? Music. Starting soon. Okay, go live. Oh, it's me, as always. Okay, so first off, I want to say thank you very much, everyone. We have helped. Oh, my desktop audio is so high. Let's lower that. Okay, anyways, you guys, all thanks to you, have helped enough that Wong has officially become an affiliate. So thank you guys for that. And today I am working on a Patreon reward, the other one. That's the alert box. I was like, what is that up there? Okay, anyways. Okay, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. So, yeah, today is, so technically, Patreon rewards only get you one character, but, so the winner of this is the only one in this tier, so he wins every month. So I allowed him to basically forfeit his next month's reward and do two characters instead. So, I mean, technically it's kind of next month's reward with it, but yeah, so it's a 2-4. And it's a couple. Ooh, yakisoba boys. I guess technically Okino is binary, but still. I don't want this. I didn't open this folder. That's why I can't find anything. I went into the Azarin folder. So yeah, I was playing around with the pose and stuff earlier, so I'm sketching it because I wanted to have something done. Typically, I usually actually do stuff in my sketchbook first, but I didn't have time, so you get my digital scribbles. Okay. Let's go ahead and lower this. Get rid of this. Okay. Oh yeah. They are Hijiyama and Okino from 13 Sentinels. My two favorite characters in the game. Well, two of them. I also really like Amaguchi. Oh my god, that brush is too fat. I didn't actually check my brush. Sorry, guys. So yeah, that's what I'm working on today. You guys ever had yakisoba pan? It's pretty good. I don't know if I think it's as good as Hijiyama thinks it is, but of course, I have access to it all the time. I think that's better. I was having trouble seeing. I mean, I know my line arts are always super messy when I do it like this. Exactly why I don't usually ask other people to ink it. I need to do the coloring page for this month on Patreon too. I just finished the stuff for as written today, but I don't know what to do for the coloring page. Probably have to erase a bunch of the hair, but I'm just gonna like draw it so I get the positioning right. Hijiyama's hair is like harder to do than I thought it would be. Ma, 仕方ないよ. Ah, my reference picture. I closed it by accident. Don't worry, guys. I am totally on the ball. I know I'm gonna have to kill all of this. Otherwise, we won't be able to see Okino's face. Oh, thank you. My God, his hair is so crazy. What?
He's queuing up a rank match.
With you?
Random, we'll see.
Oh. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on all this stuff. I'm gonna just, you know, push away, but that's okay. That definitely looks better than it did, though. More like his hair now. So yeah, if you haven't played the game, Hijiyama is originally a military guy who gets like stuck in a, well, I don't want to spoil too much, but basically he gets stuck in 1985-ish. So his hair goes really unruly during that time. I think it's cute though. Hijiyama's such a good boy. Okino's, you know, a little manipulative asshole, but that's why we love him. He's a good guy, actually, but... Alright. He's actually got a pretty sharp chin. I'm surprised. We're supposed to not really that old, so even they're all around 17, 18, I think, so. That's gonna redraw his ear for again. I think I made that here right there too long. Yeah, it's not that long. Actually does not go below the chin. Okay. Da-da-da. Try again. This is why I usually do things by hand first and or on a pencil and paper first. Otherwise this stuff happens. I make his face too wide, maybe? I think so. He's got some of the most masculine features, I think, in the game. As far as, not like hair, obviously. His hair is pretty crazy. It's long, but it's pretty crazy. But just overall, his physical appearance is more masculine than a lot of the other ones. Especially Okino here. Just, you know, removing part of his face. Okay, that looks better, I think. Okay. I have like so many freaking references right now up. Because, you know, video game characters are always like the worst, the worst. No, like half the times the reference pictures are only a few, or they're like screen caps from the game. This one is particularly awkward because the main reference art for Hijiyama is him facing backwards. But it's because his Sentinel thing is on his left arm, right arm? It's on his arm. I don't know. It has very sharp eyes. I might not have made that eye big enough. I guess that works. He's got very flat eyes too. I mean, that could also be just the artist style. I like the art style though. It's pretty nice. Very light and floaty. Honestly, wish I was better at that kind of stuff, but I'm not. So this is what you guys get. That looks really creepy. Let's fix that eye. He had really intense eyebrows too. What isn't intense about Hijiyama? I'm not sure. Blush lines. He has a blushable leaf. You can blame him. Definitely looks more like him now. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, now that he has, you know, a face. Alright, let's go back to this reference. So recently it had its like this game had its year anniversary or whatever. And they did an art book for it, and of course the best thing is the picture of Hijikata and Okino that they put in there. It's beautiful. I love it so much. Hmm. He's almost got like a borderline mullet going on. Almost. I don't know if his hair will be behind Okino's arm here, but ah, wrong rear. I'm gonna actually do Okino's face on top of this so I can figure out where I want to remove. Okay, gonna go to a different reference picture now. I have, like I said, several saved so I can get different angles and faces and stuff. Ba-dum. Okino's turn. Oh no, I don't want this one. Well, I guess I do. Such a good boy. That's too long. Oops. Make my eraser a little smaller. Right now it just looks really funny. But yes, as you can see, it's definitely gonna run into Hijiyama's hair, which was expected, so Yeah, he's not gonna mess with that. So. That's too tough. Actually, that would go like more like here. It kind of makes me think of Calyx because it's got like all those little random like strands going all over it. I mean, obviously, neither one of us copied each other because this character didn't exist when Calyx design was finalized, and I'm a small no-name artist, so yeah. You guys doing clan match practice tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
I'm just wondering.
We'll see how it goes.
I need to figure out what I want to do tonight. I might just go play Pokemon Snap. Hello. Hello. Also, it helps me to figure out things like dinner. Ugh. Not that I'm super hungry. I had a really late lunch. Really late, not light. I don't like that. We're gonna send out the bookmarks to Patreon today, but then I had to pack 21 boxes, so that didn't help. A little pain from packing, 76 orders yesterday. Although that only equated to 63 boxes, in case you were curious. I did, but that, to be fair, that was already written for a while. I just had to finish up cleaning, like screening and cleaning the art. I even had the art on for a while too. I was looking at Lycan's character design and was like, I can't use this exactly as is. It's a freaking mess. So I kept most of it intact, but I had to change some things because I couldn't stand it. Also, writing and cleaning up art does not involve me leaving my chair. Exactly. I have to do, but to send out the orders, I do. Because my artist alley or my art office or whatever you want to call it is all shoved in there's a little room underneath the staircase, like where Harry Potter lives. Yeah, I have one of those in the place we went, and that is where my artist stuff goes. But as you can imagine, it also makes things a little awkward. The pain in the butt to get stuff out of there. That would be exciting. I mean, I do have a rolly chair. I guess I could just tie my cats to it and have them roll me out, right? What are you doing today? Oh, my cats are rolling me around. I think my cats could do it. Well, Rabbit might be able to. He's got enough energy. Yeah! I can be like Freya. I like this. I'm okay with it. Ah! That's the eraser. I don't even know how much his neck is going to show. Alright, I'm drawing him not in his normal outfit. I'm drawing him as a girl. Okay, so I don't know. Yeah, most of this isn't even going to show. I gotta... Ah! I'm gonna hide some of Hijikata's hair, too. Wrong layer! Ah, the life of an artist. So his eyes are actually quite a bit softer than Hijikata's, although he is less emotional, so he just looks like he's softer. I think that looks pretty cute. Ah, sitting is good. I hope work was a little better for you by the end of the day. Also, I hope you're eating very delicious food. You ever accidentally put your hand behind yourself while you're sitting in a chair and then forget it's there? Oh, that sounds painful. But Chinese is good. Is it from Moe's? Good. It's good Chinese. I like Moe's. I think they're pretty good. I don't have one near me though, obviously. I think they're better than there's my folder of references. I think they're better than most of the places around me. So these are both characters from a game called 13 Sentinels, and basically the one being kissed is he gets transported from like World War II era into 1985 and kind of stuck there by the other one kissing him. But the other one kissing him, he thinks initially it's a girl and finds out, well, technically Okino considers himself binary, but he is biologically male, as he points out. So it's a great dynamic, and I love these two, and they're hilarious, and I'm so glad I get to draw them. Actually, if you want to ever borrow the game at some point, we're done with it. So I could lend it to you. I know you've got like a huge ass full game list. Did I not give you Nier yet? Oh my god, no, Nier Automata, I gotta give you. I thought I gave it to you already. Okay, remind me to bring it on Sunday. Oh, because no, you gotta so you can cosplay A2. It's important. A fried keychain, I love it. Hey, there's the rest of his arm. Hiding that again. Well, hide this too, so I can play with that. I mean, I've been the same way. I see stuff and I was like, Kitten doesn't need this, but I'm gonna get it to her anyways. So my mother keeps calling, was it Galarian Ponyta? My Little Pony, and I can't unsee it now. And I always think of Kitten automatically every time she says it. I mean, I see why she calls it that. Although when I asked her earlier about what the cutie mark would be, she had no idea what I was talking about. Like, come on, Mom. We grew up on ponies because of you. It's all your fault. It really does. It makes me think of like, cause yeah, it's got like the really floofy colors and stuff, like Princess Celestia. Not that there's anything wrong with this. I know, right? How dare she be a faux Milo? No. I mean, I don't even know that much about it anymore. I'm not actually like, I saw a little bit of the new series, but it's more of the nostalgia thing for me. With that said, I don't dislike it. I just don't follow it, so. But I still have fun with it. Yeah, they didn't. What did they call the marks? Did they even call them anything back when we were kids? Definitely didn't have bronies. I could probably name more of the old ones than the new ones. And yes, sea ponies. If nothing else, I can name all the ones from the like teenage series that came a little later. So like there's the original series where it had the humans and stuff, and then later on there was a series where like Bon Bon and stuff were teenagers and going through their lives. And I can name a lot of them because they were all in the theme song, and I still remember the theme song. You also still remember the Sea Pony song from the movie. I really like the movie though, because Applejack was a feature in it. Applejack, yes, was in the original, and Applejack was my favorite back then, and still is my favorite. Gen 3, thank you. Yeah, with Bon Bon. I don't know what gen it was. What was Gen 2 then? Was that just more ponies that they added? Oh, okay, maybe that's why I don't remember it. Oh, it's just a couple movies. I feel like at some point I'm gonna end up over at Kitten's house watching My Little Pony movies. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh man. No, it's not a bad thing. Not at all. I can sing probably a good portion of them. Of course, it's really funny because I have the album, I have the soundtrack from the newer movie on my iPod. So whenever I'm in the car with my mom and it comes on and she's like, "What is this?" Because I don't really have English music on my iPod, and then suddenly, because I have a couple songs from Frozen, a couple songs from Tangled. I have the whole Anastasia album, and then some of the Pokemon US albums. But yeah, then I have, My Little Pony movie. It had some good. That movie was actually surprisingly like dark. Oh, when I say it's art, no, I always tell her. It just surprises her, and then she's like, "Oh, that makes sense." I actually also have all the Japanese My Little Pony songs on my iPod too. It's kind of cool because a lot of the opening songs are sung by Pinkie Pie's voice actor. Okay, now we're gonna try. Okay, that mouth is way too high now. Okay, so let's try to like calm Hijiyama's hair to match Okino's face. Ah! Thank you for the raid! Get rid of all those ants! Or wasps! What does raid kill? I don't remember. Bugs. Raid! Thank you! Subscription! Resubscription. We have ants in our house again. I hate it. We have ant traps though, and they go really fast. Wong knows how to handle the ants. Ever since when I was still living at my parents and the ants would fall from the ceiling, he's been traumatized. I don't know if I ever told you guys about that. Some of you guys might have heard it, but yeah. So my house, my parents' house, is on the second floor, and we had an attic above it. That's it. It wasn't like a really walkable attic. It could have been made into one, but it was mostly just like boards and stuff. But apparently, we got ants up in there, and so they would get in the ceiling, and they would come down from my ceiling fan. So they would be like walking on the ceiling, and then eventually they'd lose their grip. So we'd just be like sitting in my bed watching a movie or something, and then suddenly ants! It's raining ants. It always seemed to land on him too. So I mean, I did what do you call it? Like I bug sprayed the crap out of the ceiling fan and the windows and sealed the windows and everything I could. It did eventually keep them from coming, but it was you just sitting there and like the first time it happened to me, I was like, huh, what is this on my neck? And then I started scratching it. I was like, it's a dead ant now. Yeah, no, I don't miss those days. Oh yeah, it's freaky. Oh, I want to give him blush marks too. Blush, blush, blush. I don't like I'm not scared of ants or anything, but I don't really like bugs falling on me from the ceiling. Oh, that looks cute. Oh, at an office? Ooh. How many ants fell from your ceiling then, Ziller? Mine at least was only once in a while. And what about termites? That's great. The only thing weird I remember happening at my workplace is one of the days when it got really rainy, we just heard like all this commotion in the Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, once upon a time, Zillary, your bedroom is in the basement. I forgot about that. Because I was used to it being on the main floor. That's right, back when we filmed that horrible video with the teddy bear. Oh, maggots, ew. No, we just had it where it was raining really hard one day, and like we just suddenly hear like I just hear what sounds like literally a waterfall, and I was like, "What the hell is going on?" And the office, so like my workplace was really weird, and like the owner's office had a door into my place, like the place we worked. So it was always really like odd, and him and my boss did not get along. But anyway, so yeah, like he literally had like the ceiling apparently collapsed in his office and it was just rain pouring in. We didn't have a spare key, but we got some of the other people like from the thrift stores because it was connected with a bunch of other buildings, or a bunch of other businesses. So the thrift store people came over, and one of the guys from the upholstery shop in the back, and like they were able to get the door open, and so like pulling some out, but it was like ridiculous. Like there's buckets full of water, and it was like raining in his office really hard. So that's about the worst thing I'd happen at work. But yeah, no, when bugs are falling on you, we had mice at my office too. I was not allowed to name them because I kept naming them. That was mostly because my boss never cleaned well enough. The worst was I didn't realize he had set a box. Like this was before we moved to the final office. We oh, oops. But yeah, no, so when it was in the office before the one we were at, but like yeah, it was he put a box, like a person had a client had come in and was like, "Oh, hey, I want you to do like labels up for this thing." And he ended up forgetting about it because that's what he did all the time. And it's just under my desk, this box of like salsa and can't remember what else was under there. But yeah, so like one day I was like, huh, I hear like noise like under my desk. It sounds like something is scratching. And I didn't know that box was in there. And then I'm like, oh, there's a box and a mysterious box under my desk. I'm gonna open it, and it was a mouse eating the stuff in the box. I named that mouse, and then my boss was like, no. I was like, I'm just gonna casually take him out back. Bye. Yeah, I wouldn't kill a mouse. Like, I know Kitten gets mice in her, unfortunately, in her house all the time. But she tries to take them all out while they're still alive. Okay, because that still shows he's smiling. That's what I mostly wanted. I want to see him smile. I mean, it's pretty easy to get mice in place, though. We used to get mice in my parents' garage. But we had a dog when I was really young named Muffy, and she was unfortunately a very good mouser. And Muffy style, anyways. So she liked to kill the mice and rip out their entrails and leave them over the sidewalk. So you can imagine for a really young child, it was a bit disturbing. Well, Muffy was a good girl. Maybe if I do that. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, now let's get rid of the hair we don't need for Okino. I'm gonna take a bigger eraser. I'm actually just gonna move that one down here a little further. There you go. Ah! I didn't mean to do it like that, but okay, sure. That shows me mostly what I wanted to see. Okay, yeah, so I just need to remove some of the blush lines, but that looks pretty good, I think. Oh, I need to remove part of his eye, too. Okay, get out of my way. I can't see what I'm doing. Out of my way! Out of my way! I guess that's Hijiyama's lines. Yeah. Is this lewd? I mean, no, it's not. I'm sorry to disappoint you. It's not lewd. Yeah, I would totally do a lewd art on stream. Thank you for the subscription! Twitch hasn't taken it down yet. This isn't lewd. Just two boys, one of them in drag, cuddling. Yeah, PogChamp is now a raptor. I was like, that's interesting. Although I personally... What? Apparently it's a Komodo dragon. I thought it looked like a raptor. My eyes are terrible. Oops. Alright, let's remove that. Okay, now we can put these together. Yay! Alright, and then I can turn this layer back on finally. Yeah, he's all the way like upstairs and he's like, no, you're wrong! Yeah, it's 13 Sentinels. It's Hijiyama and Okino from 13 Sentinels. Yakisoba boys! Oh, Yuki? Yuki's a great character, actually. I will say, that game actually had really likable characters, including the females, and for me, that says something. The only one I didn't like was Yakushiji, or Megumi, which was... Yakushiji, excuse me, which was Wong's favorite. she got better near the end, but prior to that, she was like, I don't know, she was just too Wait, what is this random thing here? I am. This is what I do. He has to live with this. We don't always agree, but at least we agreed that the best couple was Okino and Hijiyama. Right? That's the best couple?
Yes.
Yes, he agreed to that. Don't worry, guys. All right. I know I somewhere saved a picture of Okino in the female school uniform. Let me find it. Like I said, I have so many references. Is it this one? I think it's a screen cap. Yeah. There we go. Okino in his cute little schoolgirl outfit.
Is beef roast mac and cheese a thing?
What?
Beef roast mac and cheese.
You can put anything in mac and cheese. I guess we're doing beef roast mac and cheese for dinner. Interesting. Interesting. It's interesting because, like, obviously, usually when you think of like a school uniform, you think of it having like piping and stuff on it. But I don't know if it's because of how like old it's supposed to be or whatever. But yeah, they don't have it on. Well, I guess I should say Okino doesn't have it on his. And of course, I had to include yakisoba pan. That's what Okino's holding in his hand. Well, yeah, I mean that's actually what drove Wong to trying yakisoba pan for the first time. Considering how much time they talk about it. Also hamburger steak. We made a lot while watching that game. Obviously you wouldn't eat that, Zillary, but yakisoba pan is pretty good. Obviously the stuff from Pastry House Hippo is really good. So the yakisoba they make is a little sweet, so I like it. I do enjoy how it's a very serious game, but there are so many times when they just talk about what their favorite foods are. Well, like when Hijiyama literally falls to his knees praising them. Well, I mean, he is literally yakisoba pan guy. Well, he thinks about yakisoba pan and Okino. I'm actually surprised you know about Auxiliary. We honestly didn't finish playing it that long ago, so the names are still pretty fresh in my mind. Well, yeah, I figured it wasn't you playing it yourself. I figured it was you watched somebody play it. Well, parts of it. It's a pretty good game. The battle system confuses me like nothing, but I never actually played it, so... And yeah, like the story, depending on how you do it in what order, it can be very confusing. It kind of all comes together at the end, and then you're like, oh, that explains this and that. But prior to that, it's like, huh?
The battle system's like Disgaea when no one takes turns.
It didn't really look like Disgaea's battle system.
Just no one takes turns. So everyone's moving, everyone's taking their turn at the exact same time. If that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
It's like if you played chess, but everyone moved in no way.
That makes no sense. How can you do that?
That's basically how the game is.
That's not. How does that work? You can't. No.
That's how it works.
Wong said the battle system is like Disgaea. Everyone takes.
No one takes turns.
Everyone does their turn at the same time. There's no turns. They don't exist. I do not comprehend. I don't know what he was doing while he was playing the battles. There's just a lot of explosions.
Not raw.
We should go out for yakisoba pan when it's safe. Actually, I want to try to make some at my house too.
They have it in Mitsuwa.
Yeah, I know they have it at Mitsuwa. Why can't we try making it though? You got a problem with that, sir?
Damn.
Sir! Ignore us sassing each other in the middle of my stream. Yeah, I haven't actually ever tried making yakisoba on my own. I never was that big of a yakisoba fan. I was saying pan is why. When I was younger, but I think it might have been just the way it was made for me. So, like, maybe it'll be better if I make it myself. I also feel like a lot of my, like, what I like and stuff has changed over the years. Alright, I was like, his hand is missing. There it is. I put that braid in front of him. Aha. I don't know what I did there. That looks really weird. That's better. But to be fair, with video games, sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing, even when I'm playing the game myself. So I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Snap, not on stream, but on my own. And like, I finally got one of the requests I was having a really hard time with done, and I have no idea how I did it. All I know is I just keep yeeting fruit at people's heads. Yeah, like, don't ask me how I did it. I just keep yeeting. Yeah, but it's not just taking pictures. You have to, like, get them to do certain things. So I just yeet them with apples. Fruit, excuse me. They're supposed to be lighter than apples. But I just can't help picture, but, like, you know, children throwing apples at Pokemon. It's a fun game, though. But I tend to play it at really odd hours, which is why I haven't streamed it. We also have, there's also like, I don't have the, I think there's a Pokemon flute that comes later. But right now, I have what do you call it? This like light thing I can throw at them. Yeah, no, some of the ones that they're like, oh man, this is an amazing picture, and I was like, how? This guy's butt. But okay. I've also got some like pictures when I was trying to take a picture of something else, and like, you know, something like flies in the shot, and you're like, what? Get out of my shot, man. Illumina orbs, yeah. That's what they're called. Yeah, it's like, dude, I'm not trying to take your picture. Yeah, you can also use it on the Pokemon though too. Like if you use it on Tangros, something interesting happens. Hello, RTD. I'm sure there's other guys. Oh, that's right, because I got to work on a Metapod finally too. That was a complete accident. I didn't even know that Metapod was there. I was like, I'm gonna throw this at the cat, and I was like, wait, where's this Metapod coming from? I didn't know the Metapod was there. He's a Metapod. He don't like do anything. They just sit there. But apparently by doing that, he came down to visit me. It's like, you know, what's her name? Sat down beside her. I forgot the name, the first part of the story. Along came a spider and sat down beside her. Yes. Yeah, like I have these really cool shots with like multiples in it and this really cool action scene, and it's like, I like this one better. Like, why? Like, dude, some of the ones that he's like, yeah, Little Miss Muffet. She sat on her tuffet eating her curds and whey. I remember it now. But yeah, like, no, there's been so many. I'm like, why? Why do you like this, sir? This is not a good picture. Oh my god, I just made him look preggers. Hijiyama, did you get him preggers? It was Muffet. Yeah, it was Muffet, not Muppet. Although I'm sure the Muppets did a parody of that at some point. It might have been Muffet with an E. It's pronounced Muffet. It doesn't matter as long as we're saying it right. It's been so long since I think any of us have heard stories like that. It was makes me think. So I teach one of the I work for an art gallery and teaching. That's the only job I still have right now, and it's not many hours. But this time I only have one class. But one of the classes I teach for them, and it's actually the one I'm teaching this session, is a how to draw manga. So I teach kids how to draw comics, specifically Japanese style comics. But anyways, we always, on the day of story outlines, we always outline a story together. But there was one time nobody could think of a story, so I'm like, we're going to do Mary Had a Little Lamb. You know, we all know it. Well, you know, so we get Mary had a little lamb, fleece as white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. When it followed her to school one day, which was against the rules, all the students laughed and something to seal. I don't know. Anyways, we got lost around there. Everyone got lost around there. So I let them just make up their own endings. None of us actually knew how Mary Had a Little Lamb ended. I will say I was pretty pleased that every single one of my students made it end with violence. Peace was never an option. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. Yeah, they're really good for the basis. I usually let them pick something they're a little more interested in if they can, but like when I have, you know, it's been how many hours? It's been like almost 10 minutes and nobody's giving me a suggestion or that anybody can do, I usually just kind of go. I also got really tired of doing Cinderella. But yeah, they tend to be really good for so for the story boarding portion, like the first day of class is story outlines because they have to write their own story. But yeah, it's really good to do the outline portion of that with something like that because you can break it down really easily into what's happening. And generally, my students are pretty good at understanding like what the outlining stuff means, but sometimes they aren't. Well, her school one day, which was against the rules. Yeah, that part I knew. Oh, we did a Grim Fairy Tale once. We did we did Grim Little Red Riding Hood. Because that's actually what the kids wanted to do. And I was like, if you all know this, we'll do it. All right, ready for the ending. I'll read it out loud once Zillory has put the entire poem in here. Wasn't there more to it? Is that it? Is that where it ends? I thought there was another line. Okay, there you go. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rule. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. And so the teacher turned it out. The teacher turned it out, but still it lingered. Why does the lamb love Mary so? The eager children cry. Why, Mary loves the lamb, you know. The teacher did reply. We actually did the Hans Christian Andersen version of Little Mermaid too before. I was like really surprised. My kids the kids I get are pretty smart. They're all like, and some of them are as young as like 8 or 10, but they know, they're well read. I like it. This past class, because I'm almost done. I'm on week 7. Oh, I just had week 7 on Monday, so week 7 out of 9. So we're almost done with it. But yeah, this time we did Shrek. Just the first movie. I always let them pick, so. They're small classes, by the way. The limit, well, right now the limit of kids is 6 because of COVID. Unless it's the online class, then I can have more. But I prefer like 6 and even the online one. Yeah, in person they're limiting it a lot more because of COVID. That's a lot of pencils and stuff to wipe down afterwards. I do have my own little like drawer and cabinet and stuff though. So the only people who are touching my supplies are me and my students. I suppose the original person who put them there for me. But yeah, I wipe them down. And they clean between classes, so. And there's still times I'm a little nervous about going in to teach, but not too bad. My kids all wear their mask without having to talk to them about it or anything. They just do it. Nobody takes them off, even though they're super far apart. I'm very proud of my children. Also, I don't know why people let me teach. I used to be known as the mean babysitter. Well, I guess I would say not the mean one, but like the evil babysitter, I guess, is what they used to call me in this subdivision. Or, well, when I lived at my parents' still. Because I had to babysit, and I took no nonsense from people.
No, your socks said it.
What?
Your socks said it.
My socks said no nonsense. You're right, they did. Yeah. So, like, the kids that behaved really liked me because, yeah. Oh, time for redemption. That was pretty weak, actually. That's better. But yeah, I didn't let them get away with stuff. You couldn't hear it? Really?
It's probably too high cut out.
Eh?
Too loud if it cuts out.
Ah. What about everyone else? Did it all go out? Nobody heard it?
Too high.
It's too high.
Too loud.
Too loud. Okay, let me. What if I just? Okay, I'm gonna drag my slider really. Give me a second. Did you hear that? Yeah. Did you hear it that time? I'm just gonna keep Ocho's. I'm not laughing. Nope. Oh my god. Let me see what filters I have on. I'm gonna turn off all my filters. Okay. We'll try this one more time. Okay. What about now? It's a pretty bad one, but did you guys hear that? Okay, cool. I'm putting my filters back on. Okay, great. Thank you. All right, and I'm also gonna call it because it sounds like dinner's ready. Thank you guys for calling. I don't even know what that means. Hello. So that's all I got done of it. I keep having to redo stuff. Yeah, you came in just at the end. Wong just called me for dinner. But yeah, I will be slowly working on this. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat mac and cheese. Good night, everyone. Wong and I might be streaming something later. I have no idea. Yeah, see you guys